The facelifted Haval H6 recently launched at the Beijing Motor Show. This is big news for the Australian and South African markets, as the current version has sold very well in both of these countries. For the last few months, the H6 has been the top selling Haval in South Africa, but this is likely to change soon with the launch of the Haval H6 Pro. The facelift includes several significant updates to the interior and exterior. The new H6 has grown just a little bit in length compared to the current version. All other dimensions remain exactly the same. Let's take a look at a few still images to discuss the interior and exterior changes. The big exterior changes are at the front, which sees a redesigned front grille as well as a redesigned headlight cluster. The headlight cluster with the new daytime running lights are very similar to what you would see on a Haval H6 with the vertical teardrop styling. In terms of the grille, it comes down to personal preference which one you prefer. The new design gives a more sharper look, and overall I think it fits in quite well. One thing that I've picked up looking at these still images is the lack of parking sensors at the front. Even in a close-up image, these are not that visible, but you can see a camera underneath the Haval logo, so it would be interesting to see how this plays out. Moving to the side profile, it's very much similar to the current version. Around the back, there's some significant changes. The full-length taillight has been replaced by two individual clusters. Which do you prefer? Moving to the interior, the new cabin is a big improvement and gives a more premium feel to this mid-sized SUV. You can go with either a beige or black interior, and I think both of these options look really good. There is a new massive screen that houses the infotainment system. To me it almost looks too big, but I guess we'll have to wait and see when you have to work with it in person. The rotary gear knob has been replaced by a column-mounted spindle. This might take some time to get used to, but to be honest, once you set this, you drive to where you need to go and then you just put it back into park, so it shouldn't be a big deal. As with the current version, the rear seats for the new version also does not recline or move forwards and backwards. Leg room has remained the same at the back. Looking at luggage space, this is expected to remain the same as with the current version. Under the bonnet, the 2-litre turbo petrol engine sees both its power and torque figures increase to 275 kilowatts and 385 Newton meters respectively. The gearbox will also change from a 7-speed DCT to a 9-speed DCT. This increase in power is likely to also lead to higher fuel consumption, which will not sit well with consumers, as already today Haval's claimed fuel consumption and real-world fuel consumption are worlds apart. Practically, we'll need to see how this plays out, but there's an old saying that goes, more horses needs more food, so this does not bode well. What do you think of this facelifted H6? The Haval brand has certainly gained a lot of traction in the local market and continues to offer great value for money. I would love to know your thoughts on this facelifted H6. Please leave your comments below, and if you've made it this far into the video, consider subscribing to help support the channel.